Donald Trump is showing once again he can't let things go. Over the weekend, he posted a photo of himself standing with Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni at the G7 summit. And at the top of the picture, bizarrely, he added the text, "Restraining order needed." Apparently, the joke is, oh, Giorgia Meloni is so obsessed with Donald Trump. Now, if you're wondering, where is this story coming from? Are we beefing with Italy now? The backstory is as follows. A few weeks ago, Trump said Meloni was practically begging him for a picture together at the G7. And he said, oh, she wanted a picture with me so badly, and I only did it because I felt sorry for her. And there was one problem with that, which is that Meloni said the story is completely made up. She said, Italy and I do not beg. Immediately after that, Italy's foreign minister canceled a planned trip to the United States and said Trump's comments are offensive. Now, Trump could have dropped it. He got caught lying again. But Trump doesn't do that. Trump doubled down. And he said, no, she was asking me for pictures over and over again. She said she was a big fan. She said she needed the picture desperately because her popularity in Italy was collapsing. And again, Giorgia Meloni said, my popularity is none of your concern. I suggest you focus on yours. And of course, Trump's popularity is at record lows. And weeks have gone by. But Trump, as he often does, is still thinking about it. He's posting memes suggesting the prime minister of one of America's closest allies needs a restraining order because she's obsessed with him. And this has become one of the defining traits of Donald Trump. When you publicly contradict Trump, especially if it's a global stage, he cannot move on. It becomes a personal vendetta. Now, think about what this says about presidential priorities. There are wars. There are inflation concerns. What's going on with the 60 days of negotiations with Iran? I don't know. Seems like they're done. It's not clear. The president is spending time posting playground jokes and memes about the prime minister of Italy, working on the reflecting pool and fireworks. And what is striking is that Meloni is not a left-wing antagonist. She is one of the more conservative leaders of Europe. And a lot of Republicans like her. They go, no, she's doing a good job. These are ideological allies, Trump and Meloni, but that doesn't matter. If you don't flatter Trump, you instantly become his enemy. And Trump's worldview is not about conservatism and liberalism. It's loyalists versus anyone willing to bruise my ego. And that's why relationships, which should be about advancing American interests, become these stupid popularity contests. Imagine for a second if a foreign leader spent weeks insisting that the American president was secretly obsessed with them after being publicly contradicted. We would all go, that's really weird. It's really weird. Imagine that it was Orban who goes, Trump's obsessed with me. He was desperate for pictures. And Trump goes, yeah, no, that's not true. And Orban spends weeks posting memes about Trump. We go, that's really weird behavior. But with Trump, there's this pressure, which comes in part from the hyper-normalization of insanity for the last 10 years, where it's treated like this is kind of normal, and it's not normal. Most of Trump's base hasn't even heard of Trump being embarrassed in this way and of being seen globally as a petulant child. Again, because of the filter bubbles and algorithmic separation that there is, which I talk about in my book. Trump seems completely and totally pathetic. It is stunning that this is what we're dealing with, but it's what we're dealing with. Now, we will talk about the deadly 4th of July with people killed and injured in shootings around the country. We are going to talk about this bizarre funeral procession. I'll tell you why it's bizarre in Tehran for Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei. And we will also talk about what's happening in the World Cup. All of those stories and more today on the bonus show. Sign up at joinpakman.com and get instant access. Appreciate you watching. Stick around for this next video and don't forget to hit subscribe so you actually see our uploads. You can also catch the full podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.